Hey guys, so I get a few requests about the little space buns that I do. This is what happens when you try to film at home with a 4-year-old around. That's KoKo, our 4-year-old, and she's finished school and we're trying to get work done. I am. And this is what's happening. I'm in between eating my acai bowl as well.
You're only saying it's sharp.
Okay. One more bite. And then I'm going to do the space buns tutorial for you. That's why we're here today. KoKo is my assistant because she refuses to just sit with Daddy. Well, I'll get this done. You need one brush, one tail comb brush. KoKo, you're going to use that. Some hairspray, any hairspray will do. Today I'm using the r+co Vicious, the Stronghold hairspray. KoKo, take that. And then prior to that, I did use a bit of texture spray. Again, any texture spray will do, and I will go through in other videos more intense about actual products that I love specifically. And so there's a number of texturizing sprays that I love, but today I'm just using the IGK Beach Club texture spray, or I have done, to give it a bit more texture and grit and fullness within the length and the body of the hair. KoKo, there we go. And then you need 2 bands, just 2 thin brown or black bands. Because I've got the root in my hair, I don't mind using the brown bands. And if you've got, if your roots less, then maybe use the blonde bands and you can still twist the hair around, but just 2 bands you need. And then literally a couple of brown matte bobby pins. KoKo, are you being my assistant or what are you doing? Brown bobby. She needs her water. Brown matte bobby pins. Okay, last bite and then. Okay. KoKo, I'm starting without you then. I don't know.
I need somebody to get it.
Ask Graham.
Cheeky old Graham, get it, please? Please.
Did you just call Daddy cheeky old Graham?
Yeah.
Cheeky old Graham. Okay, that's going to be your nickname now from now on, Graham.
Yeah, Daddy.
Cheeky old Graham. Graham's my husband, KoKo's father. And he's now called Cheeky Old Graham. You're not young Graham anymore, you're old. KoKo's told you. Okay, centre part with the tail comb, or if not, the end of the comb. Either way, however you prefer. You want to take that down the back of the hair. And then just push either side. Remember,
Spray.
No, not just yet though. Remember, I've used a little bit of this texture spray already underneath just to give it a bit more grit and a bit more fullness, especially if you...
Then, in a minute, I'm going to spray a little bit on Mommy's hair.
Yeah, in a minute. So we can put that one down. I'll tell you what you can do. You can pass me these pins.
Okay. I can put them in.
Okay, with my fingers, I literally don't use a comb for this. I literally take my fingers, 4 fingers, and I push. We're not going to put any pins in yet, KoKo. Hold on a second. I push the back of the hair up in kind of kind of vertical but side vertical. So at the back of the hair, when you've got that centre part down the back, you want it kind of going up towards the 2 top knots. Okay. Have you got the pins, KoKo? Now Jess is sneezing. We've got great audio on this video, guys. Graham's making a coffee in the background, so I don't know if you can hear that machine going. This is a true, like, at home YouTube tutorial at its finest. I take a little few pieces at the front of the hair. When you put this all together, this hairstyle literally takes 5 minutes. So I'm just using my fingers. I'm not using a comb now.
Oh my god.
KoKo, stop saying "oh my god." Say "oh my gosh."
Oh my god.
Okay, and then you want to collect it into like a bunch, like bunches first of all.
And then you're done.
Sometimes I pull
Then you're done.
some.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Sometimes I pull some hair around the ear section, but you don't have to. And leave about.
Okay, mommy's a poop. Mommy's a silly or grandma.
Okay, shush, KoKo.
Old grandma.
Thank you very much for that. Okay, so don't worry about this. If you've got short hair, don't worry about this part at the back. This is going to fall. Let it fall. I occasionally just a couple of times just bring it forward because you, with the fingers, you're going to hook some of that hair just naturally. Will start hooking underneath some of the other hair, if you see what I mean. And then I'm going to show you a way to pin it and hook it underneath the hair that's already been pushed up, that's long enough to go in this pony in the band. Okay, so I'm putting it in there, one band in one loop, twisting it around again. So 2. I normally do the fourth one. I pull it through. So this is 3, and then bring it around again, and then with this one, I loop it round, and as you bring it over, I push this with my finger to the back, and then with my finger here, I pull the loop, and I pull it sort of halfway. So you've got half in the loop here, and half coming out. Because you'll see in a moment how I texturize it and make it fuller and manipulate the hair to where I have it when it's all finished, where you guys see it all finished. So leave it like that for the moment. Okay, so you're almost creating that fan-like part of the bun at the top. I pull any loose bits out. I'm just going to leave this loose at the minute. So for the next one, grab the band, hook it over the hand. Again with the 4 fingers, instead of using a brush or a comb for this part, I start brushing the hair and collecting it and pushing it up the back of my head. And then pull this first section down, or however much you want down at the front.
Okay, and now we are going to spray.
Almost, KoKo, almost. You're almost needed.
You can pick any spray you like.
Can you?
That one.
Great. Love that. I'll pull, sometimes up with when it's already up, I'll then pull a few pieces through.
Now I'm going to spray that one.
In a second, KoKo, in a second. You're doing a very good job though. I'm doing this a lot slower than what...
I need to put a little bit on.
I normally would do this quicker, but for the purpose of the video, I'm showing you in a slower motion. Oh, not just yet, KoKo, not just yet.
Just a little bit.
No, not just yet, I'm okay. Thank you, but thank you very much.
I need just a brush.
Okay. The comb.
I need to do my...
Okay, so again, she's now gone off to do her daddy's hair. Okay, 1 through, twist it over, pull it through, twist it round, loop it through again, and then 1 more time. And then with your finger, scoop it through here. Make them pretty even first of all. It's almost like a little fan, and then you start to fan it out a little bit more. Remember, if your hair is freshly washed and you've not got any texture spray in it, and you've not like blowing it up when your head's upside down or anything like that, your hair's going to be too fine, and you won't get and none of this will be structured and gritty enough to stay. So you definitely want to have a little bit of texture spray in it, but you don't have to worry about how you put it in or anything like that. Just like literally burst it with a bit of texture spray, and then you know, really sort of mesh it in with your fingers. Okay, so you've got the base of the buns now, okay? So literally it's like scooped through and then you've got the ends that you see. Okay, so now we start to style it a bit more. Okay, so now you've got the foundation of the buns through. I've started on this one here. Just start to kind of pull a few pieces out, further out, depending on how big and how messy you want it. So normally I go for like the middle piece, and I like to wrap around so you start to hide then the band. KoKo, this is when I need an assistant. Would you like to give me a pin? Hand me a pin, bud. Thank you very much. Well, you can stand there and give it to me in a second. I'm actually going to just take a longer piece now. I realise I want a longer piece. And then you just twist it around. So you're going to hide the band. Okay, can I have a pin, please, buddy? Thank you. Okay, so, and you want the flat section to be surface up. This griddle, the middle section here that you see in those pins, that's actually to give your hair more grip. So some people don't always know that actually. This section is to go on so it's next on the surface of the scalp, and then the flat section is on top. And you just want to just secure that piece that you've placed around the band. And then with the other loose pieces, just start pulling bits through and kind of messing it up a bit more, because you don't want it too neat. Like if things fall out, keep them pulled out. And this is just how I've been doing my buns lately, and that you guys have asked how I do these ones, and this is how I do them. So I'm showing you how I do these ones. So that pretty much is it. Okay, so as you can see, one is done now, pretty much done. I'm still going to tweak with it, and now I'm just going to cover the band of this one. Sometimes you might also find as well, if the ends of your hair are very fine, you might want to go in, and if they're not covering the bands as well, you might want to go in with a bit of texturizing spray, just the ends of the hair, just to give it a bit more texture, so they fluff out a bit more, so you can actually cover. Thank you. And then
just for you. I'm going to play some with my toys.
And then sometimes what I do is, if I don't want the loops, if these loops become too puffy and too big, I will take another clip and I will pin these two sections down slightly. So you see, so then they won't be as elevated from the hair as much. They'll be pushed down more. So sometimes I'll just hook that in there and just push that here, and then get another one. Thanks, KoKo. I've always wanted a piece of Lego on my shoulder while I'm doing amazing. Okay, and then again, you can do that on the bottom of these as well, on this section of the head as well. I'm just going to leave it for now. I need a second. My feet have gone numb. My feet have gone numb. Okay, I can feel my legs again now, a little bit. Okay. Note to oneself, don't sit on your legs when doing a tutorial with your 4-year-old, because it's going to be a little bit longer than you anticipated. Great. Thank you.
CD. You can play it.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to press the button.
Okay, so now, as you can see, they're pretty much finished. And I'm just going to run through a little bit of spray at the front. You don't always need the two. You can pretty much just do it with the hairspray instead of using the texture as well, unless, you know, of course, your hair is very fine and is freshly washed through the body and the ends. You will need a bit of texture spray. This back section, I like to twist this bottom bit around my fingers. And as I bring it up, I am going to scoop it with 2 fingers underneath some of the hair that's already secured in this band at the top. So you'll kind of use your fingers to manipulate and move the hair a little bit looser to tuck the other bit underneath it, if you see what I mean. So this is the loose bit of hair, and I'm going to tuck it underneath. Can you see that, Jess? Mm-hmm. I'm going to tuck it underneath. And then with a pin, you want to kind of try and hide the pin as well. So with the pin, and with your feeling it with your fingers, push the pin up. And yeah, that should be kind of hidden. Is it hidden, Jess?
Yep, looks great.
Okay, so that's like that. And then you just want to add a little bit of spray. And then through here, I normally tilt my head. You don't want it kind of like flat against your face. So tilt your head this way and then just give it a kind of like a fan motion.
I'm going to spray that.
So it comes away from your face. Maybe not that close. Maybe not that close.
Okay.
Okay. Not that close still. Oh, okay. It's perfect. It's perfect, KoKo. Thank you so much. Where's all the other pins? I need another pin. I need another pin, buddy.
A pin?
Yeah, you put them all on. Where have they all gone? Can you please find one? And then basically do the other side of the hair. Thank you very much. Can you find them all, please, along here? So use the bottle of the spray for any finer pieces of flyaways. So give it a spray and then literally do this with the bottle. Bottle. And then do this. Okay. The good thing about this is you don't need it doesn't have to be all neat and tidy, you know, it can be a little bit. And then take it away from the face. Okay. And pull a few more pieces out that you might want. Just dishevel it up. Give it a little bit of a zhuzh with the fingers. A little bit more of a spritz. And there you have it, girls and guys. That is exactly how I do my space buns on my head. We can get into some other bun situations and lots more other hairstyles, quick and easy. This is a little bit longer, taken a little bit longer because I've had our 4-year-old KoKo assist me, and it probably...
Bye.
Oh, you're going to say bye? I won't be having her in all the videos, trust me, but she's back home from school and, you know, this is my life. It's our life, so I don't mind. Stay tuned for some more to come, and then hit me up with what you would like to see more of as well, and we will hopefully make it happen. Okay, over and out, and see you next time. Bye. KoKo, you say bye.
Bye.
Bye.